Hey, what's up? My name is Dan McDonald, and I am the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. It's always got to be a little bit different. I'm here with my new friend, JP, someone who really found his way into my heart. And I found that the work that we did together, your ideas and the workshops that you facilitated were incredibly valuable, very creative, and at times, I mean like every time, every workshop that you did was challenging for me. I think it was that way for everybody, but I needed that, and I'm glad that you helped me to break open my shell. But I wanted to introduce you to JP because he deserves, and you deserve to know him, and he deserves to have more people knowing about him and what he's doing, because I see a very bright future. So JP, where do you live?
I live in San Diego, California. Right now we're in beautiful Hawaii at a retreat together. So in San Diego, that's where I run my client practice, one-on-one emotional healing, helping people get over self-sabotage. A lot of work with people who do emotional eating. A lot of that work with clients is done on Skype, as people happen to be all over. And then I run workshops and retreats all over the country and the world, actually.
Do you travel a lot?
Yeah, I do travel quite a bit. I've been on the road for about 4 weeks now, a little over 4 weeks. I was just in Australia doing a little bit of a tour for 3 weeks. And you can tell my voice is maybe either sounding sexy or a little beat up right now. I've been doing a lot of talking, and but I'm feeling good about that. By the way, how are you guys doing? Nice to meet you.
Well, you could also tell them about yesterday's exercise about venting anger.
Yeah.
That might be why your voice is. Everybody had to scream and get it out, and it was very hard for me to do, and I did my very best, and everyone else did, and there's a lot of hoarse voices today.
Absolutely. What Dan the man and I had the pleasure of doing with each other is work on getting the anger that we have deep inside of us outside. I mean, you guys are in the health world. You know what happens when you're constipated. Just imagine, what if you're constipated for about a decade? I mean, what we don't get out of us can rot us from the inside out. We know that with regard to our digestive system. And very certainly, I would imagine it's the same thing with our emotions, our disempowered beliefs. So yeah, we were on the beach, we were getting very raw, very primal, letting our primal anger out, and part of the exercise was through screaming. Kind of scary, sounds very weird, and the truth is, it is very weird.
And scary.
With good intentions, absolutely.
I think everyone benefited from it. I want to just maybe share right now. Let's say someone is a little bit emotionally constipated. What are some very simple things that they could do right now to gain freedom in this moment?
Yeah. What I would ask you to consider not to do is to think that you're something other than a human. And when you've got emotional pain or stuff you don't want to look at, when you try and escape it, that's what causes problems in our life. Emotional wounding, that's not what degrades our physiology or our mental construct. It's us trying to escape our emotions that has the ill health effects. So I would ask you to consider that the parts of you that have your emotional challenges, I mean, forgive yourself, you're a human being, try embracing those parts of you just like you would a small, scared, timid child. Sometimes a timid, scared child, it doesn't know how to say, hey, I'm afraid, I need your love. It knows how to throw a temper tantrum. It knows how to get angry. That's how we do it too, usually. So I would ask you to consider, just if you could entertain nothing other than this, treat yourself the way you would want to treat a small, hurt child in need.
Very good. Short and sweet. I wanted to ask you, I normally never do this, but did you study somewhere?
Yes. My education has been very uneducational, not traditional at all.
Mine too, bro.
Yeah, that's why I love it. You can't teach the wisdom of life. It's not passed down through universities. It's just in the ether. It's there to breathe in if you have the oxygen capacity for it. One of my main teachers has been a man named John McMullen. He runs an organization called Journeys of Wisdom. He's been an angel in my life. I've done, one of my other significant sources of education has been the clients that I work with every day for the past 10 years. The workshop participants where people show up, they get real. They teach me things about life that I wouldn't discover unless the unique person that they are show up and teach me about how to navigate life, how to heal, how to thrive.
So they help teach you how to help them.
That's absolutely what I do. What I like to do is listen to what people are saying, but hear what they're not saying. That's kind of like you hear with this eyeball up here, your third eye. And for me, the clients that coach with me, I simply sit there and have them coach me on how to coach them. They don't consciously know they're doing it, but they're doing it. It's just like you could eat a whole bunch of food, and you may not be conscious of how much nutrition's in that food, but it's there. It's there to be absorbed if you take it in. And for me, it's very similar working with people.
Cool. So life is your teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet so that it gets a lot of views, because I want as many people as possible to have just sensed what they sensed right there from you, and then look you up. And where will we look you up? Online? Or what's the best way to contact you?
Yeah. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Awaken with JP, all one word. My website is innerawakeningsonline.com. You can also telepathically give me a shout. I might not hear you if I'm busy doing other things, but yeah, feel free to look me up online. I'd love to hear from you, love to ask you to check out some videos. Let me know what you think about those. And you'll see on my website workshops, teleclasses listed. And yeah, speaking of that, we were just talking sometime in the future. I mean, I know you're thinking maybe the near future. I'm looking forward to doing more work with this guy. I mean, I know you guys love this guy. Over the past 4 or 5 days, it took me about 5 minutes to figure out why everybody loves Dan the Man. The light that you exude, it's inspiring to me. It makes my light feel more amplified. So it's been a pleasure the past 5 days. And I'm looking forward to more with you, my friend.
Yeah, we're going to try to do some work together here in the future. So do me a huge favor. I don't ask for a lot of favors, but today I really want you to do me a favor. Go over to JP's YouTube. Click the subscribe button. And just keep your eyes peeled for any video titles that might help you. And that'll be great. And then you will expand, and then you will expand, and then I will have done what I love to do, which is to take people that are worthy and just put a little wind in their sails, you know, because I see great things for you, man, and I really want to do anything I can to help make that happen. So thank you for doing that for me and for JP, and watching this video and loving that little child within you. That's what I've been really doing here and driven into that. And so you've really been a huge help for me, bro. Just short little one-liners. You're like a ninja, but in a real good way to help create some transformation in me. So thank you for seeing me, bro.
You're welcome, my friend. Nice to meet you guys.
And peace be with you, and we will be in contact for sure. So take care, y'all. Bye now. Oh, check for the link down below for his YouTube video, or his YouTube channel, okay? Bye now.
Sounds good. See you guys.